All right, so I'm just going to demonstrate how Rainmaker engages with the prospect, answers some questions, and then ultimately sets the appointment on the calendar. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm in the Rainmaker demo account and I'm in the opportunities section. And I'm going to go over here to this particular contact, which happens to be me and my contact information. And I'm going to drop it into the unresponsive stage. So by dropping it into the unresponsive stage, that automatically kicks off the unresponsive sequence, which starts out with an immediate text message. Now, the way the unresponsive sequence works is it's going to continue to hit me until I respond. So if I don't respond, I would be getting text messages, emails, and within a month from now, phone calls from the AI trying to set the appointment. So let's just watch all that happen in real time. You can see how it works and what the prospect experiences and what exactly happens. So here's the text message that goes out. It says, "Hi, this is Justin with RiverX AI test account." So Justin is the team member on our team that's assigned to this particular lead. So this would just be your lead manager or your team member, whoever you've assigned to the leads coming in. And then RiverX AI test account, that would just be the name of your company. So as you can see, the AI is really just trying to set the appointment. It's trying to figure out a time that would work for us to get on a quick phone call. And then if I pull up my phone, you can see there's the text message that came in. So I'm just going to respond and say, yes. Kind of vague. See how the AI responds. So I'm basically really kind of answering the first question, which is, am I open? Which I am open to talking. And so the first thing the AI is doing in the background is updating the stage from unresponsive to active convo. And so you can kind of see Rainmaker keeping itself organized in the background as it's moving through the conversation, as it's getting information. So that's the power of AI right now. So Rainmaker responds and says, "Thanks, Brad. To help coordinate, could you let me know what time zone you're in? That way I can suggest the time that works." So you notice that Rainmaker kind of misspelled the word could, and then it goes ahead and just corrects itself, just like a human being would. These are the little touches that make it feel more human. So it's asking me about my time zone. So the way we have it set up, at least in our particular demo account, is it's like we're doing business all across the country. Now, if you're working in just one geographic area, one time zone, obviously Rainmaker doesn't have to ask that question because it's going to know what time zone everyone's in. But if you're working in a place, all across the country, then this might be a relevant question. So I'm just going to respond and say Pacific, because I'm out in California. So that gets the time zone correct. And as you can see, it's not going to respond in just always the same time frame, because otherwise it would not seem quite as human. So Rainmaker comes back. "Thanks, Brad. I'd like to set up a quick 30-minute discovery call. I have an opening today at 3:30. Does that time work for you?" Which happens to be like 1 minute from now. So the way we have this Rainmaker set up right now is it's grabbing the next available slot, which that may be a little too quick for most people. Some people just want it as soon as possible. That can all be adjusted. That's all customizable. You can have it only set appointments for tomorrow or later, or only 4 hours from now or later, whatever you want. But right now it's just saying, hey, when's the quickest time frame I can get an appointment set? So I'm going to just respond and say, that's way too soon. No problem with tomorrow at 8:30, 12, or 3 p.m. be a better fit for you. Yes, but, well, I'm just going to ask a question that's kind of off topic. Are you going to lowball me? So the way that Rainmaker is working, it's actually tied into the LLMs. So it's working off of OpenAI and then Anthropic. So it's very conversational. That's why it's so conversational. This is not like rule-based old style chatbots. That's not how this is working at all. So it makes it feel very human. It's using some of the best technology out there right now. So I get where you're coming from. The discovery call is just to learn about your property, answer questions, no pressure. So it's addressing this question: are you going to lowball me? Would 4 p.m. today work, or would you prefer a slot tomorrow? All right, so it's going back to like, I know 3:30 is too quick. How about 4 o'clock or maybe tomorrow? Okay. Tomorrow at 1. Let's ask that question. Let's see if it's got something available at 1. There it is. Appointments created. Tomorrow at 1 works, and I'll reserve the time. If anything changes, let me know. Looking forward to our conversation. And then again, little housekeeping. It moves from active convo over to appointment set. So this is Rainmaker, keeping everything organized in the background. So there the appointment is set. Let's just jump over to calendars, and you can see it actually set up on the Rainmaker calendar. There it is, 1 o'clock tomorrow, discovery call with Brad. And of course, your calendar would be connected to this. So it's also going to show up on your Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, or whatever you're using. So it's going to show up there. And then we can jump over here to opportunities and see that it is in appointment set. So now you've got the appointment there and shows the time, keeps everything organized. We can jump over here into conversations and see Rainmaker's having multiple conversations. And you can see them all here. Dashboard just shows, high level what's going on. This can all be adjusted. I'm using kind of a small monitor, so some of this is a little bit smaller than normal, but shows the opportunities in the last 30 days or 31 days, conversion rate, funnels. This can all be edited and customized for your business, exactly what you want to see. So that's Rainmaker in a nutshell. The main goal of this thing is just to set the appointment and hopefully stack your calendar with appointments. Your team's going to spend a lot more time talking to people that actually want to do business with you, and let AI do the heavy lifting of engaging people, going back and forth on times and setting up